All right, so we've reached 35 plus, yeah, and we're in this dating scene. And the notion at the moment is that we have passed our sell-by date.
Sometimes.
Okay, so do you believe that there's any truth in that at all? The deep breath tells me that yes, there is a possibility that some of us are definitely, we're a dying breed.
Sorry, I'm
But for real, look, at the end of the day, yeah, I personally don't feel like we've passed our sell-by date.
Hell no.
I feel like, in fact, I'm aging backwards. I think we all are. We all look sensational. You know, we're definitely aging backwards.
I mean, I don't have the same problems you do, but okay.
What's that? I'm saying I'm aging backwards. I'm looking younger. I'm looking healthier. I'm looking definitely much younger. So because of that, I don't feel like the energy at the moment should be, you know, we shouldn't be perpetuating that. We should be agreeing with something like that. You know, I think there's some women out there that do agree with, yeah, we might have hit a certain age now where we've got to now, you know, be more desperate with our choices and kind of lower the standard and stuff like that. But I feel like lowering your standard in itself expires you. Yeah. In itself, it makes you look cheap.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You've got to maintain your worth.
You've established yourself.
Yeah, you maintain your worth. You do.
And you've established yourself. You're at 35 plus. Like, let's get it right.
I don't think anyone gets to tell you what your worth is. Nobody gets to tell you what your worth is.
100%.
Your standards are
your standards,
worth.
exactly.
Yeah.
What are you putting out there?
So at the end of the day, if you're 21, you're not necessarily of a higher value than me. A 21-year-old with no standards.
Yeah.
And got a patch on me.
Do you know, I've actually been told that that I ask for perhaps maybe too much, and that I've hit my sell-by date and I'll never get the guy that I'm supposed to be with. Because I should have, right? Because I should have done this ages ago. Like, why am I, you know, trying to pursue it now? What was the point? Like, why don't you just settle with such and such? And I was like, first of all, have you seen me? Why would I? I'm not going to settle. It just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? And I'll always advocate for that. I think it's really important to not listen to waffle like that.
Yeah.
You know, this is a message to everyone, men as well. Like, you don't need to settle at any time, because back in the day, from my understanding, people didn't really settle. They always went for the top tier, whether that was looking for the woman that is top tier or the man that's top tier. At the end of the day, settling just because you haven't maybe met somebody, you know, that you particularly want to be with, like, it is what it is, isn't it? You've got to give yourself time. Okay, so you know, I'm of the notion that I don't want to advocate for women over 35 being a sell-by date per se. It's not really something that I think it actually exists. I think it's really important for us to consider our choices, make sure that you're actually, you know, choosing wisely.
Yeah.
Even if you've got a mental tick box, fine, do that, but don't live in that energy of I must, you know, settle for somebody.
Sure.
Because I think a lot of people are settling, male and female guys out there. I'm sure they're guilty of it. I don't think it's really something that's going to help you later on in life, especially when you're dating. I don't think it's wise to keep settling just because back in the day they didn't do it, so I don't really understand why we're doing it now. I think sometimes social media might teach you that you have to, but you shouldn't really, because at 35 plus we're well established. So really and truly, we need somebody that is also established, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and it should be promoted, in fact, not you know, seen as something that's not good. So none of us have a sell-by date.
Have you ever been told that you have a sell-by date?
Yes, I have. Been told by a guy that I was hitting my sell-by date and that I shouldn't consider to go for the type that I want.
Wow.
Yeah, and that I'm just at the age where the guys are maybe not even going to find me attractive because
Excuse me?
I'm 35
Was he a
plus.
friend? Was he trying to?
I don't have any children. I've never been married before.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm not really going to be that desirable.
Okay.
And I should you know, have my wits about me, not just to think that I'm, you know, that spring chicken anymore.
Wow.
If that makes sense. But I am. I age backwards. I am a spring chicken.
Indeed.
It's just I haven't.
You look fat.
Thank you. I just haven't met.
Honestly.
I just haven't met the right guy.
I can see her in 3D.
That's fine. Right. Thank you. But this is the energy that I think all of us should be in. I don't really understand the
You've got to
pressures,
believe in your own
especially
source.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
think
you
that's
do.
where it is really.
Yeah, you do.
People are not believing in their source anymore. They're just thinking, oh well, you know, I've hit 30. Oh well, I've hit 35. Oh
Downward
well, I've
spiral.
hit 40. And instead of going up, we're aging upwards. Why are we?
What
like,
made him the
thinking
authority in
downwards?
this anyway?
We're friends, so it was more coming from like a space of let's be realistic. But I was like, your realism is not the same as mine.
True.
Like we're not in the same boat. Clearly,
Indeed.
I'm in a yacht and you're in a dinghy. So just saying, that's not it. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just.
So what was that? You're in a what?
100%. I'm in a yacht and he's in a dinghy.
Yacht and a dinghy.
Let's get it all
Wow.
the way right. So.